Are we really celebrating Kwanzaa? Kwanzaa, like I said, is more than just a word.
I don't have to apologize to anybody for being black because God Almighty knew exactly what He was doing when He made me black.
Someone invited me out to a Kwanzaa event, and I have been to a couple of celebrations, a couple of Kwanzaa events in my time. And I remember when Kwanzaa came out, when we started celebrating it here. It's more than just going to a meeting and wearing our African attire, putting our fist up, saying Happy Kwanzaa. It's more than 7 days. It's 365. You don't go to Kwanzaa just to sit down and talk about a day and don't stick to the principles of Kwanzaa. Because, like I say, Kwanzaa is every day. In my life, Kwanzaa is every day. Kwanzaa is taking care of one another, reaching back, pulling up the next brother or sister. Kwanzaa is building institutions. Kwanzaa is building hospitals. Kwanzaa is teaching our children, starting at home. The classroom is at home. It's in the home. Your parents usually are the first teachers. Let's celebrate Kwanzaa the right way. Let's go out, and when we do have these celebrations or these get-togethers, let's collaborate of the things that we can do. Let's sit down and talk about how we can make the community better this year. Let's talk about pushing the needle. Times is hard and times are tight. And we can't just be going to have a Chessy Cat meeting smiling and not really taking care of what we have to take care in our communities, in our homes. We're allowing things to happen to us, and I'm quite sure that wasn't the 7 principles of Kwanzaa, to not look out for each other. It's bigger than that. It's bigger than just a celebration, like I said, lighting of the candles. Let's light up the community. Let's go support each other. You have people that's out here that's trying to build, and you won't even go support, but you'll put on your dashiki and you put your fist up, you put your medallion on, and you go out there and you feel good. It's like a feel good 7 days. You have people out here that's trying to educate us. We won't even support the programs that's out here. You don't even go down to the school boards. And I'm not saying all of us, but I'm saying, you have to go to the city meetings. Like I said, you see something that just pop up in your city and you say, oh, where'd that come from? But you never went down there to city meetings. You should go to the meetings and support each other like you do the Kwanzaa for the 7 days, for that week. Make the 365 days Kwanzaa. We have children out here that need our help. And all we do is criticize, point, and talk. We have the same people you see with that dashiki on at that event. Tomorrow you'll see them, and they won't even know where that dashiki is until December 26th. You understand? It's just not. This is not a game. This is real. We have to be real about, like I say, Kwanzaa and every other principle we have. He pointed out 7 principles, but it's much more. Like I said, we have to start being real with one another. We cannot be joyriding for 7 days, just a feel-good moment. Like I said, Kwanzaa is taking a child under your wing and teach him the right way. Kwanzaa is helping thy neighbor. And Kwanzaa is taking care of our elderly. Kwanzaa is us not depending on someone else to take care of us, to do for us. Kwanzaa is to do for self, as a community, as a family, as people. That's what Kwanzaa is. The man was just giving you a taste and trying to get you started. It's like coming out the gate. Kwanzaa was just opening up the gate so you can really get free and run and do the things that we're supposed to do for each other and quit relying on everybody else. We know more about going to the club than we know about educating our children. We talk about what's going on in the streets, but we don't even know if our child is part of that. You know, like they said, you're going to either be part of the solution or you're part of the problem. And this is more than just the kids, because the kids learn from the parents. And like I said, this generation you can talk about, but the generations before, what was we doing? Are we really celebrating Kwanzaa? Kwanzaa, like I said, is more than just a word. Kwanzaa is love. And what is love? Love is an action. We have our sisters, we talking down about them. Sisters come up to me and tell me how they can't find a good man because us brothers is not standing up to the plate. Or brothers come up to me and talk about there's no good women. But the Creator didn't create us like this. He didn't create us to go out there and dog each other. He created us for we can have companionship with each other. Kwanzaa is respecting your sister. Kwanzaa is turning your sister into the queen she's supposed to be. Because majority of the time, sisters have your back, brothers. Kwanzaa is letting the king know he's a king. Talking about your kings and queens, but you're not acting like it. Like I say, Kwanzaa is a big thing. It's bigger than just a word. I think sometimes it's bigger than us. Until we can do for each other, till we can support programs. Kwanzaa is not coming to a program and sit down and break bread together, and then after it, go behind each other back and talk about him. Did you see him? Did you see how she looked? Did you see how he looked? Oh man, we ain't doing nothing. Because we're not celebrating Kwanzaa. We're celebrating the word. We have to celebrate Kwanzaa. That's each one teach one. That's caring for each other. That's going around the neighborhood, the community, the family, the village, and checking on the elderly. That's going around taking the children and taking them on our wings. The one who don't have parents, we got parents to them. That's what Kwanzaa is. Kwanzaa is building a future for us. Don't depend on someone else to come do it for us. Kwanzaa is gardening. Kwanzaa is building jobs, making jobs, creating jobs. That's what Kwanzaa is. We want to have something for our own. We always let someone come and hijack it for us. Kwanzaa is supporting black businesses. You celebrate Kwanzaa and you go to JCPenney and buy your Kwanzaa wear from there, and the brother right next to you have a stand out there trying to sell you Kwanzaa and all other good things for you. But no, you have to wait till it become a big box celebration. Don't let Kwanzaa be like Juneteenth. Juneteenth, you know, when it wasn't on the books, you were sincere about celebrating it. It was like the March on Washington. But soon it become commercialized. And now you have all kinds of people celebrating it and telling your story. Well, Kwanzaa is yours. It's supposed to be. It started out. Because they have every holiday you can think of. They have holidays for the holidays. And you create one and you have one and you don't want to support it. You're still on that, his ice is colder than your ice. People died for us to have certain things. And the ancestors are sitting down watching and saying, what is they doing? They're going off. They're going off the schedule. We got to get back on point. We got to make Kwanzaa celebration what it's supposed to be. To sit down and plan. When we at those celebrations, we're supposed to be sitting down and talk about the next day, the next Kwanzaa, the next year, the next 10 years. Like everybody else plan out. They living 10 and 20 years ahead of us, and they're watching us, and they saying, oh, they're not taking nothing serious. They don't even take their holidays serious. They just going to have a party. Well, we party enough. That's why they put all the clubs in our community on near us. That's why they put all the liquor stores down the block from us, so we can keep the party going. Keep the brain dead. Kwanzaa is breaking bad habits. Kwanzaa is if you don't have something to say good about a person, don't say nothing at all. Kwanzaa is when you see a sister or a brother doing bad, go ask them, could you give them a helping hand? Kwanzaa is pulling together. That's what Kwanzaa is. So please, stop going to these celebrations just to say you was there. I seen you last night. You looked good in your African gear. Kwanzaa is being proud of who you are. Like they said, I'm black and I'm proud. Every other group is proud of who they are. That don't mean you can't, mingle or communicate to those people. But you have to be proud of who you are. You should be proud to say we created Kwanzaa. You should be proud to say we started Juneteenth. Life is more than just celebrities. You can't be sitting around gossiping about the drama that's going on in the lives of the celebrities, and your community is just falling apart. You see the things that's happening to your community. You won't go to, like I said, the community events or try to help clean up the community. So when we don't do things like that, we're part of the problem. We're not the solution. But I hope this Kwanzaa here changes for the better for the next one to come. Bring something to the black community table. Let's say if I can't do it out there in the neighborhood, touch everybody and try to make their lives better. Let's say we're gonna start at home. We're not gonna do this no more. If we're not gonna wear the dashiki for other events throughout the year, let's not just let it hang in the closet for the 26th and bring it out and dust it off. Let's wear the dashiki in our hearts. Let's be African in our hearts. Let's be black man in our hearts. Let's love each other in our heart. That's what we should do. The candle should stay lit 365 in your heart. I want to make a change. I want to do better for my family, for my community. At least let them say, he's trying to walk right. Let some little young brother or sister look at you and say, I want to be like that man. I want to be like that sister. Kwanzaa is teaching the sisters how to do cooking and how to sew, take care of themselves, how to be women again. That's what Kwanzaa is. Teaching the men some type of skill, some type of trade. Kwanzaa isn't brother can't even change a tire. Or changing a tire, he is sitting in the car while the sister out there changing the tire. That's not Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa is bigger than that. So when you go home from this event, wherever it may be at, your Kwanzaa event, take something with you. Take one of the principles, start practicing. And next time you come, know all of them. Don't only listen to the speaker, almost let the speakers can see it in you. He can see the inspiration. He can look at you and say, that man right there know Kwanzaa. That sister right there, she know Kwanzaa. Start something. Start anything that's positive. Start looking out for your health. Start eating right. Start exercising. Because this world today is all about money, 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 money. Kwanzaa is about having a place a shelter for your family. But we're going to keep playing around and just keep taking these holidays and these events that we do for granted and as just a good feeling moment, and life going to pass you by. Our communities is getting worse because resources, if they're not getting resources, what you think we're getting? When the opposition have a cold, what they say, we have pneumonia. We got to quit putting Band-Aids on the scar. We got to sew it up. We know what's going on in the communities. We got to quit walking around just being status symbols, living for titles. You know who that is? You know where they go? The big building they go to? And what is it doing? And who is he or she doing to help the community? That's what Kwanzaa is about. Kwanzaa is about taking care of one another and each one teach one. So like I said, once again, when you go to the next Kwanzaa and you go to the next event, think about this message and please do something different for this Kwanzaa year.